Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Phasmophobia post-launch update number 3 has just launched, so I just wanted to go over it in a video. I will preface this by saying there's not really any new content, it's mainly bug fixes, optimizations, and a few quality of life changes. So first of all, look at all these fixes. Let's go through them quickly. So they've fixed a bug where the microphone would reset in the audio options each game. I have had that before, so that's good. Optimizations to help with timeout disconnects. Potential fix for anyone on a university internet not being able to connect to the server. Fixed a bug where dead players couldn't use voice chat. I've not encountered that one before. Good that it's fixed though. I mean, I think dead people are only supposed to talk to each other, right? I don't believe they can talk to the living. We will see. Fixed a bug where the non-VR pause menu would become unusable. Fixed a bug where dead players were able to use the walkie-talkie. Interesting. Fixed a bug where you could take a photo outside of Edgefield and it would count as dead body evidence. I have actually taken some photos before that have shown as dead body evidence. So yeah, I'm glad they fixed that, because there were definitely no dead bodies in my photos. Fixed some spots where you could glitch through walls on Tanglewood. Ah, I did know of one where you could go in a closet and you could use it to cheat to get outside right by the truck. I didn't do it myself, but I did see a video of it. Fixed some spots on the farmhouse maps where the ghost could get stuck. Fixed an issue where you could change the text style of your name. Ah, I've seen a lot of them in the lobbies, yeah. Fixed a bug where VR toggle mutes was set to hold and not toggle. Fixed a non-VR bug where the pause menu screens would overlap. Fixed a bug where rebinding drop to left mouse button would make the main menu unusable. Potential fix for save files being corrupted if you crash. Definitely a good one. Fixed a bug where the ghost wouldn't always lower the room temperature. Now, I have had this before and it was a pain. You could not rely on the thermometer, and no matter how many times you checked it, the temperature just did not drop, so that's a really good fix. Fixed a bug where changing the voice language would not change the voice recognition language. Fixed an issue where you would get disconnected by client timeouts when loading levels. Fixed a bug where your sanity would raise during a ghost event. Now, I have had this one several times. In my last couple of videos, actually, I have had that. I've noticed my sanity has actually gone up, so I'm really glad they fixed that. Fixed a bug where the ghost death hands could be seen on cameras. I have seen that one, I've got a photo of that myself. Fixed a bug where you could take photos through walls/doors. I've not encountered that myself, I didn't know that existed. Fixed an issue where players with 1GB VRAM graphics cards would crash in multiplayer when loading into a level. Fixed a bug where the photo evidence names would be in different languages depending on who took the photo. I never encountered that one myself. Fixed a bug where your sanity would raise by 25 during one of the ghost events. I do believe I've experienced that one as well several times. So I'm really glad they've fixed that. Fixed a bug where the windows and door handles in some doors were still visible when you were dead. Okay. Fixed a bug where the ghost orb would sometimes get disabled. Okay, now I have had that one very frequently as well, where it's turned out the evidence was ghost orbs, but there were definitely no ghost orbs in the level. So yeah, very, very good fix that. Fixed a bug where the Smudge 6 smoke would last forever if you swap to it in your inventory. Yeah, I can see people abusing that. Good job they fixed that. Fixed a bug where you could get the temperature through the wall when you were outside. I have also had that one, yeah. Fixed an issue where objects could fall behind the truck's shelves and be made unreachable. Ouch! I've not had that one, but I'm glad they fixed it. Fixed a bug where several player sound effects were not being affected by the master volume. Fixed a bug where the push to talk button had to be held down for 1 second after your question for it to register as a phrase. Interesting. Fixed a bug where the default items daily challenge would not complete. Fixed a bug where the thermometer would set off motion sensors. Ridgeview. Fixed a bug where the ghost orb would spawn outside of the basement. Okay. Fixed a bug where VR players would spawn outside the truck if they were outside of their play space. Ridgeview. Fixed a bug where the ghost orb would spawn outside of the basement. Oh, that's the same. Yep, that's the same as the previous one. Fixed a bug where the ghost would try to throw items that were on the VR inventory belt. Oh god, I bet that would have been terrifying. Okay, so that's the bug fixes. Quite a few. Few good ones in there. I'm pleased with that. So now on to the changes. They have upgraded the server code to PUN2. This should fix most timeout disconnects and all voice chat issues. This was a massive issue, especially in the early days. Not so much recently, but it's still prevalent, so I'm glad they fixed that. Fingers crossed it'll work as intended. If your voice recognition is working, you can no longer get a response on the spirit box just by talking. It will now only answer if you asked a question. That's wonderful. I have had it in the past where they've just talked and talked away, like say if you're just talking to your teammates or something. So, yeah. It was quite funny, but I suppose it's more realistic now. Updated localization, lowered the pitch of the EMF reader sound, lowered the brightness of the lights on the main menu. The Australia server has been removed from the region selection. Interesting. I heard of some issues with the Australia servers, and I heard they were advising people to go on the Asia servers, but I'm not 100% what's happening with that. Ghostwriting will now count for photo evidence. I will need to remember that. That's a good change. I like that. The lobby room list will no longer show empty or full rooms. Very good change as well. The number of times I've tried to join a lobby that's actually been full is far too many. So yeah, good change. Lowered the amount of sanity that you lose during a ghost event. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I'd say I'm not sure they needed to change that, but we'll see how severe it is. The ghost orb and bone will now spawn more towards the middle of the room. Okay, that's interesting. So before, I noticed ghost orbs would only spawn in a particular area of the room. You might have to set up multiple cameras to get different angles. I suppose now if they always spawn in the middle, it's going to make the ghost orbs a lot easier to find, especially with that fix where they have fixed ghost orbs that weren't appearing. So the ghost orbs should be much more reliable now. If your voice recognition stops working, the spirit box will default to giving a random response by talking. Yeah, that's useful in case anyone has any mic issues, yeah. That's a good one. The room temperature will no longer raise over time if the ghost leaves the room. I'm not sure I like the sound of that change because I do like the idea of it being cold when you're around the ghost. I don't feel like the room should stay cold just because the ghost has left. And I do think that is going to make it a bit easier. I mean, we'll see. I'll see how I feel after I play some levels. Most of the save data has been moved off of the save file to help with optimization and help prevent save files getting corrupted when you crash. Yep. The server invite code will now always be hidden by default. Perhaps that could be useful for streamers, maybe? Maybe people were stream sniping and joining games, yeah. And now for the news section. Added a voice sensitivity slider in the audio options. Yeah, that's good. The text on the spirit box will say what the response said. That's very interesting. I suppose we will finally find out if the ghost actually says E. I have seen all the memes. Added a copy button for the server invite code that can be used when the code is hidden. That's useful, again, just like the change above, related to the invite code. Added text to show the server version on the server password screen. Cool. Added a button to enter passwords from your clipboard. Yep, good for the lazy. Added LIV support for VR. I'm not aware of what LIV is actually. I'll have to look into that. Additions for Halloween. Ooh. Well, I suppose the only thing to do now is to go in game, see what these additions are, and maybe check out some of the other new stuff. So I've just loaded into the lobby. Prepare yourself. Ta-da! Halloween special. Oh, I do love it. I love it. Oh, I love the pumpkins. They're really cool. Nice little red sunset outside. Gives it a really creepy ambience. Oh yeah, these are well cool. And we have a creepy scarecrow staring in at us. Yeah, I love it. I hope they keep this as an option for when the Halloween event ends. Yeah, that would be good. I'd love to keep the lobby like this. I'm just going to go through what else is new. So in the options and then audio, we have the new voice sensitivity slider here. On a scale of 0 up to 1. Also on the server password screen, when you join a game, it does show you the server version down at the bottom now, what you're on. You can also enter the code here from the clipboard, which is very useful for the lazy people. Also, when you create your own private lobby now, the invite code at the top, you can hide or show it by clicking this button here, and you can then copy it to your clipboard here if you want to send it to someone else quickly. Also, the EMF pitch has changed slightly. Can you hear it? And here is the spirit box in action. Are you here? Where are you?
Here.
It popped up, it said here on the display, did you see? Where are you? How old are you? Oh, so the supposed meme of E, he actually said old. Well, I would never have guessed. Rest in peace, E. So that's all for this patch. Not really any new content, but tons of good bug fixes and optimizations that I'm really pleased about. I'm looking forward to seeing some of them in action. And I am really looking forward to the next patch and any future content that might come with this game. Alright guys, thank you for watching as always. Stay safe and happy hunting.